angle triangles. So each time when you're dealing with non-right angle triangles, your focus should be mainly on probably the sine rule and the cosine rule, okay? Depending on what you're calculating, be it the angle that you're finding or looking for, or any side that you're looking for, it should be the sine rule or the cosine rule. And then maybe I'm just gonna put them down here, right? Just a second. Right. So before we do anything, we have to label our sides, right? So we have angle A here. So focusing on, maybe let me say this is triangle 1, and then this is triangle 2. Focusing on triangle 1, you see that this side is A, and then the bottom side becomes B, and then the other side becomes C. And then focusing on the second triangle, I'm going to use a different color, maybe blue, right? This side becomes small d, and then the side down here is C, and then this one down here is A. Okay, so what does the sine rule say? The sine rule says that the ratio of, let me focus on the first triangle, A over sine A will be equal to B over sine B, which is equal to C over sine C. So you can always flip this and you have sine A at the top and A at the bottom, and sine B at the top, B underneath, and then sine C at the top, and then C at the bottom. Then that's sine rule. Then the cosine rule, I just use one of them, right? For instance, A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos A. We can always write all of them, right? Maybe B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cos B. And then C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cos C. So this is our focus if you're looking at any of the non-right angle triangles. Now the question wants us to find A. If you look at, the question wants us to find angle A, which is Y. They labeled that as Y. So if you look very closely from triangle number 1, the one that I labeled in black, you see that we cannot use the sine rule because we have no any angle inside there. So those ratios will not be complete. For you to use the sine rule, one of the ratios must be complete. For instance, you must have A and angle A, or you must have B and angle B, or you must have C and angle C. And then maybe whatever you're looking for can have a missing component, maybe a side or an angle. So that means we can't use the sine rule. So our focus is going to be the cosine rule. So from that diagram, it's like we're finding angle A. So that means we're going to write down this one. We're going to take that one, right? So we say the sine rule says that we have A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos A. I'm going to write A for now, but we know that we are finding angle Y. And then side A is 13 squared. So this is 13 squared is equal to B is 14, so that is 14 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 14 times 10, and then cos A. Normally people make a mistake. They're trying to memorize these formulas, like making cos A the subject, cos B the subject, cos C the subject. What I can tell you is that you just need to know those three only, and then you can always play around after formulating an equation. Okay, you can simplify this. Is 169 equal to 196 plus 100 minus this is 10 times 14, 140 times 2, that's 280 cos A. can always combine those two. 169 is equal to 296 minus 280 cos A. Please don't make a mistake to subtract 296 and 280 there. It's very tempting, but 280 is attached to cos A, so those are unlike terms. So we need to move 280 cos A to one side and then 169 to the other side. That would allow me to come here. That means we have 280 cos A is equal to 296. Right, 296 minus 169. And then we have cos A. You can divide both sides. If you want, you can first subtract there. 280 cos A is equal to 296 minus 169, 127. Divide both sides by 280 by 280, like this. Cos A is equal to 127 over 280. So A is equal to arc cos 127 over 280. Right. So arc cos 127 over 280. Right, this gives me 63.0 degrees to 1 decimal place. So that means y is equal to 63.0 degrees. If you check from